Right, for the first race of the afternoon, race 1 is about to get underway. We have upright solos, sponsored by Godden Engineering, Lee Bassett, Tyrone Domain, Nigel Coates, Reece Wilding, Paul Murphy, Bob Dolman, Tim Mount and Dean Humphries. That's the lineup for race 1, on the line now here at Frittenden. The dries tapes fly and we're away. The opening race here at the Battle of Britain. The first turn they go, 3 riders all coming along side by side with each other. And number 4, Tyrone Domain drifts a little bit wide. Number 16, Bob Dolman comes up through the pack with Tim Mount now in second. Tyrone Domain in third. Cracking first corner for the first race of the afternoon. The riders now start to sort themselves out and find their pecking order. Bob Dolman, good tight lines around that corner. Quick look over his shoulder to see where the opposition is, and it's getting further back. Tim Mount in second place. Then is number 8, Reece Wilding. Bringing up the rear, number 42, Dean Humphries. Bob Dolman then, showing a clean pair of heels. He goes a little wider this time, trying to pick his best route around the circuit. 17, Tim Mount from Reece Wilding. From Paul Murphy, riding number 13. And 42, Dean Humphries. Position remaining unchanged. I think we've lost number 4, haven't we? Tyrone Domain, can't see it. Checkered flag time, there it is, a win for Bob Dolman. From Tim Mount, from Reece Wilding, from Paul Murphy, of Nigel Coates, and bringing up the rear is Dean Humphries. Race 1, the upright solo, a win there, a good cracking win for number 16, Bob Dolman. In second place, it was number 17, getting better as the years go by, Tim Mount. In third place, number 8, Reece Wilding. In fourth place, number 13, Paul Murphy. In fifth place, number 7, Nigel Coates. And in sixth place, number 42, Dean Humphries. No other finishers. The winner's time was 1 minute 21.46 seconds. No speeds today, I'm afraid. Janet's not here. 16, 17, 8, 13, 7 and 42. 1 minute 21.46 seconds. Race 2, we go for the upright solos again. And we've got Tim Colonel, Robin Pilcher, Derek Hughes, Colin Clark, Chris Mackett. Off they go, down the first straight. Heading into the first turn. Being a pair of heels shown this time. Not bunched up as they were last time. And it is 66, Stephen Green that leads from Tim Colonel. And Chris Mackett and Robin Pilcher right there side by side. Any other one I can pick out at this moment is Brian Cornelius bringing up a rear. Round the company. There's the power on the ground. Stephen Green, he loves this Frittenden circuit and always flies well here. Tim Kernock in second place, then Robin Pilcher, then Chris Mackett. Then 45, who is Sean Bickley. Not used to that being young John Peters. Stevie Green then on the last lap already, leading Tim Kernock by a good mile, and then Robin Pilcher. Chris Mackett settling for that fourth place, and then it's 1-1-1. Simon Garside. Then Sean Bickley, Brian Cornelius. A win for Stevie Green. Second place, Tim Kernock. 174, Robin Pilcher. Still in with a shout these days. Then it's Chris Mackett, Simon Garside, Sean Bickley, Brian Cornelius, and 147, Derek Keys, bringing up the rear. There we are, race 2, result in a moment. Race 2, the win went to number 66, Stevie Green from Suffolk. In second place was 726, Tim Kernock. In third place was 174, Robin Pilcher. In fourth place was number 68, Chris Mackett. In fifth place was 111, Simon Garside. In sixth place was 45, Brian Cornelius. In 7th place was number 6th place was 45, Sean Bickley. Can't read my own writing on my own programme. 6th place was 45, as I said, Sean Bickley. 7th was 48, Brian Cornelius. And 8th was 147, Derek Keys. The winner's time, much faster, at 1 minute, 15.17 seconds. And 66, 726, 174, 68, 111, 45, 48 and 147. A full house of riders finishing that one. And the winner's time was 1 minute 15.17 seconds. Race 3 with the 500cc sidecar, sponsored by Sweet Treats. Sweet store here today, sponsored by the Sweet Treats. Sweet store here today. We have Dan Berwick and Josh Russell. We have Phil Rowlands and Tom Rowlands, Chris Neal and Russell. Josh Goodwin and Liam Brown, Sean Hughes, Louis Bennett, Jamie Kinnaird and Gareth Cole. Into the first turn. Getting the power on early and motoring out of the corner. Out in front. We have number 3. Josh Goodwin and Liam Brown. Very fast down the back straight. Third, might be covered in second at the moment. That looks like 68, which of course is Dan Berwick and Josh Russell. There go the Rowlands boys. And there on number 11 is Chris Neal. Anyway, number 3, out in front and going for it, Josh Goodwin and Liam Brown. From Dan Berwick and Josh Russell. Into the last turn for the last time, the checkered flag being made ready. Josh makes it look so easy as he crosses the line for a win. Head of Dan Berwick and Sean Hughes. And the Rowlands boys, Phil and Tom. And number 11, Chris Neal and Luke Russell. 500cc sidecars in, sponsored by Sweet Treats. The sweet stall trading here today. And we have a win for number 3, Josh Goodwin and Liam Brown. In 2nd place was number 68, Dan Berwick and Josh Russell. In 3rd place was number 77, Sean Hughes and Louis Bennett. In 4th place was 886, Phil Rowlands and Tom Rowlands. In 5th place was number 11, Chris Neal and Luke Russell. No 6th finisher, the winner's time was 1 minute 15.13. From the top, 3. 68, 77, 886 and 11, 1 minute 15.13 seconds. More 500 sidecars on next, sponsored by Kent Air Ambulance. Sidecar, sponsored by the Kent Air Ambulance. Thank you to them. We have Barry Bennett, Knife on Hughes. We have Simon Beard and Andrew Wynn. James Hopkins, Dalton Wynn, Tony Dart, Mark Hopkins, Natasha Bartlett and Curtis McAneny. And Chris Ray, Aaron Hay. Away they go then. The first turn inside. A right battle on our hands on the front line, but the two Elvis are sorting themselves out. It was Simon Beard on one of them. And number 263, Chris Hay and Aaron Hay. Trying to go around all the 3 of them, give it a 3 up in a transit van there. Look, it's so close. All 4 runs joined in for fun now. It's very Bennett. Wow. Oh, a bit of touchy, bit of feeling. But there we go. They've sorted it all out. And number 4, Simon Beard, trying to come through now on the inside. Oh, not too sure which one it was now. The last lap flag's out already. This does seem a very, very fast race. Number 4, Simon Beard leads it. I don't know what number that is. Must be 47. Tony Dart and Mark Hopkins. And they seem to have stopped. They seem to have pulled up on the centre green. What bad luck on the last lap. After the lap so well. Number 6. Where they come then? Number 4, Simon Beard. And Ant Goodwin take the win from 263. The Hay Boys. From 7, Barry Bennett. One of the Sidecar, sponsored by the Air Ambulance. A win there for number 4, cracking win for him, Simon Beard and Anne Goodwin. In second place was 263, Chris Hay and Aaron Hay. In third place was number 7, that was Barry Bennett, Nigel Hughes. Fourth place was 73, James Hogg and Scott Goodwin. In fifth place was number 65, Natasha Martin and Curtis McLinney. And in sixth place was number 47, Mark Hopkins. Oh, and away again. First leg of the 250cc this will be over 4 point scoring rides, not a round robin to a final. And away we go, looks like number 10. It was obviously a different race. I think that's Tim Gregg. Tim Gregg leading by quite some margin already. And the race is well and truly underway as the midfielders start to change places with one another. Grasstrack in style. So it's tier 10, Tim Gregg. 82, Ben Elsley in second. And that looked like 78. Anthony Sales. And a right battle going on there for second place. And it was third for second, now he's third. Anyway, tier 10, Tim Gregg leads it from Ben Elsley in second place. Then we have 78, no 36 sneaks in there, 36 is D. Charles. And the race continues, the last lap flag is out at the moment and the checkered flag is about to fall. And there it is, the win for Tim Gregg, number 10. In second place is 82, Ben Elsley. Followed by 36, D. Charles. Then 78, Anthony Sales. And number 3, Lee Bassett. I think I missed one. And there's 27, Dave Hollingsby, and 23, Jake Gearing. Then 301, Jamie Willis, and 74, Ian Bettingfield. What a good lineup of 250s here this afternoon. That was very nicely done. That gives me time to get all this program out. That was very nicely done, that was. Alright, 250cc's, race 5. Sponsored by V Pure Imagery. And we have a win there for number 10, Tim Gregg. Second to number 82, Ben Elsley. Third was 36, Lee Charles. Fourth was 78, Anthony Sales. Fifth was number 3, Lee Bassett. Sixth was 127, Jay Hollingsby Pert. In 7th place it was 88, Adam Jeffrey. In 8th place was number 27, Martin Hollingsby. In 9th place was 23, Jake Gearing. In 10th place 301, Jamie Willis. And in 11th place number 74, Ian Bedingfield. No 12 finisher, the winner's time was 1 minute 20.56 seconds. How lovely to see the 250cc's flourishing. And these boys may well continue up the scale by 350 and 500cc later. So quickly, race 5 was 10, 82, 36, 78, 3, 127, 88, 27, 23, 301 and 74. 1 minute 20.5. These are the 350cc's, that's the next step up to the 250. We might expect it's a slightly faster time from the faster machine. It's Mark Giles that leads it, from David Mears in second, from 37, Michael Peters in third. Then 14, Steve Tideswell. All action here at Frittenden. So far, not a speck of dust. Here they come then. Mark Giles leading from Dave Mears, who is in striking distance of taking the win. From 37, Michael Peters settling nicely for third. Then it's number 7, Barry Coates. Then it's 14, Steve Tideswell. Then it's Brian Cornelius. Then Rich Wenham. And the last lap flag comes out. It's Mark Giles that's storming towards victory from Dave Mears in second. Still Michael Peters holding on to that third place. And Barry Coates. From Brian Cornelius, from Steve Tideswell, down from the Midlands this afternoon. He's got a long drive. Then it's Rich Wenham, Chip Mount, Lawrence Barber, and a win there for Mark Giles from Dave Mears. Happy to look over his shoulder to see where the opposition is. They make them way back to the pits. There's 37, Mike Peters in third. Then it's Barry Coates, Brian Cornelius, Steve Tideswell. Then 67, Lawrence Barber. And then 17, Tim Mount on the 350cc BSA B40. I remember them well. There you are, another race, another result coming up in a moment. Race 6, 350cc solos, a win there for number 26, Mark Giles. Second place, comfortable for 19, Dave Mears. Third place was number 37, Mike Peters. And fourth place was number 7, Barry Coates. Fifth place was number 48, Brian Cornelius. And sixth place was number 14, Steve Tideswell. In seventh was 67, Lawrence Barber. And in eighth place was 17, Tim Mount. No other finishers. The winner's time was 1 minute 16.87 seconds. From the top, 26, 19, 37, 7, 48, 14, 67 and 17. 1 minute 16.87 seconds. We now go to the left-hand side cars, sponsored by Papa Joe's Calf. Notice the 5 outfits and I think Tom Penfold was a non-star. Let's just go back to the list of competitors. Over to Alex Bellman and Mark Hopkins, Will Penfold and Ricky Pay, Tony Penfold, Carl Bell, Rob Heath, Starfish, and Chris Berwick, another. 5 we have to the first turn. 22, Will Penfold and Ricky Pay, leading the pack from 18, which in your programme reads 41. That should be now 18, Rob Heath and Carl Fish. Matt out there on the back straight. First three with each other. I think in order, aren't they? They don't seem to be spreading out much. They seem to all be an equal distance apart that they were at the start of the straight. 22, Will Penfold. 18, Rob Heath. 25, Tony Penfold. That's the top three as they power out the pits turn. Down the back straight. Glorious sunshine. A nicely watered circuit. 22, Will Penfold and Ricky Pay. Fresh back from Australia on their last lap. From 18, Rob Heath and Carl Fish. Then 25, Tony Penfold and Carl Bell, followed by number 7, Alex Bellman and Mark Hopkins. Chris Berwick, another. Second flag comes out. Another race nearly done and dusted as they aim towards that finish line. We have 22, Will Penfold and Ricky Pay taking the win. Rob Heath and Carl Fish in second. Tony Penfold, Carl Bell in third. Alex Bellman and Mark Hopkins next. And Chris Berwick, another, bringing up the rear. Official result again in a G. Race 7, sponsored by Papa Joe's Cat. The left-hand side cars, first time this afternoon, and a win there for 22, Will Penfold and Ricky Pay. In second place was number 18, Rob Heath and Carl Fish. And in third place was 25, Tony Penfold and Carl Bell. Fourth place was number 7, Alex Bellman and Mark Hopkins. And in fifth place was 68, Chris Berwick and another. The winner's time was 1 minute 25.43 seconds. From the top, 22, 18, 25, 7 and 68. 1 minute 25.43. Here we go then, race 8, left-hand side cars. Billy Penfold and Dan Woodbridge, Joe Butcher, Michael Chittenden, Stephen North and Stephen North Jr., Martin Cuff and Colin Clark, Tommy Penfold and William Naden, Steve Saunders and Stephan Green. There we are. Let's see how Martin Cuff makes out on the first heat of the day. His first heat of the day, I suppose I should say. On his way to trying to win his father's London Trophy. Which will be presented to the winner of the class at the end of the meeting. Game, but here they go. Martin Cuff and Colin Clark have zoomed down to the hole shot. Don't think the account with a meaningful position. Here we are, 128 Martin Cuff and Colin Clark from 93. Joe Butcher and Michael Chittenden from 125. Billy Penfold and Dan Woodbridge. Penfold and William Naden. Round they come, 128, Martin Cuff and Colin Clark on the Godden single from 93, Joe Butcher and Michael Chittenden, then Billy Penfold and Dan Woodbridge. Steve North Jr. looking up the rear. Those that come up over the line now at the last lap, Martin Cuff, Colin Clark, safe at the moment, Joe Butcher, Michael Chittenden, Billy Penfold, Dan Woodbridge, Tommy Penfold, William Naden, Stephen North Jr. So it was Steve Saunders that didn't make it off the line. Down they come then, checkered flag is out, we have a win for Martin Cuff and Colin Clark. Followed by Joe Butcher and Michael Chittenden, Billy Penfold, Dan Woodbridge, Tommy Penfold, William Naden, Stephen North and Stephen North Jr. Well, it's interesting on the times. Race 8, the left-hand sidecars. A cracking win, the way to start the day for number 128, Martin Cuff and Colin Clark. In second place was 93, Joe Butcher and Michael Chittenden. In third place was 125, Billy Penfold and Dan Woodbridge. In fourth place, 96, Tommy Penfold and William Naden. And in fifth place, 193, Stephen North and Stephen North Jr. No other finishers. The winner's time, 1 minute 25.47, just 0.04 of a second difference on those two races. So it's all to be 4-4 here today, obviously. Once again, 128, 93, 125, 96, 193, 1 minute 25.47. 5 minute CC solos, leg 1, race 9, sponsored by Godden Engineering. Off the line they go and down the first straight. First turn. Cracking the throttle on. Martin Sturgeon's in second, but it's Dave Mears that leads. Dave Mears from Martin Sturgeon. From number 18, Matt Saul. One. Round they come. 19, Dave Mears got the best of it from 15, Martin Sturgeon in second. From number 18, Matt Saul. Then 16, Guy Pacey. And number 5, Dan Moore. Nicely spread out, making it easy for me here in the commentary box as Dave Mears gets the power on the ground. Takes the last lap flag by storm. Martin Sturgeon following in his wheel tracks from Matt Saul in third. we have Guy Pacey. And Sandhurst bringing up the rear. There we have the checkered flag. Dave Mears takes the win. Martin Sturgeon in second. And Saul takes the third. Race 9, 500cc solo, sponsored by Godden Engineering, was a win for number 19, Dave Mears. In second place, it was number 15, Martin Sturgeon. In third place, it was number 18, Matt Saul. In fourth place, it was number 16, Guy Pacey. And in fifth place, number 5, Dan Broughton. No other finishers. The winner's time was 1 minute 13.34 seconds. From the top, 19, 15, 18, 16, 5. No other finishers, 1 minute 13.34. Here we go then, 500cc again, on the line GNF. Good vibes and filthy bass. What's that all about? Oh, we have a false start. Something gone wrong. I was too busy looking at the programme. Sponsored by GNF, Good Vibes and Filthy Bass. On the line, another Sandhurst, away we go. Hurling down the first straight. Almost got a good hole shot. Getting the fastest on the first turn. Just chasing after him in second. Round they come, let's see who they are as they come round here. And in the lead is 26, James Theobald. Going probably the best I've seen him go. He's certainly got the bit between his teeth after that. Get the power down on the ground. So it is James Theobald from 41 and 56. That's Stuart Mears and Richard Reed. Richard Reed going down. Oh, look, Stuart Mears powering through now. Stuart Mears takes James Theobald. James Theobald says, you're not having it, I'm having it back. And they've come side by side on the corner. So Stuart Mears has got a wonderful inside line and he's really powered around, leaving James out in the wild, waving at the crowd. So there we go. All systems go here at Frittenden. Into the turn again, well clear this time. 41, Stuart Mears. James Theobald trying to come back underneath Richard Reed. Richard Reed holding on to that second, and it's tight stuff on the line there. Another cracking fast race here at Frittenden. Finishing before I was ready, that one. Race 11 is underway, sponsored by George and Mark Hodgson. Thank you, George and Mark. Putting a little bit into the Grasstrack, and we've got a whole shot, 297. Mr. Alex Davis powering towards victory from 114, Tommy Rowlett. From 84, Gordon Walker. And 85, James Wells. What a nice piece of kit that James Wells is riding. Looks very photogenic bike, I think, aesthetically pleasing to the eye. Round they come then, 297. Alex Davis, well clear. Of 114, Thomas Rowlett. From 84, Gordon Walker. And 85, James Wells. Leading by the proverbial mile, 297, Alex Davis, another lad that always goes well here at Frittenden, on his last lap, ahead of Tommy Rowlett. From 84, Gordon Walker. 85, James Wells. Here comes the winner. He's shut the throttle, he's cruising to the finish, 2.5, the 2.97, Alex Davis. Tommy Rowley goes by in second. Then we've got 84 Gordon Walker in third, and 85 James Wells coming over the line now in fourth place. 500cc solos, race 11 was 297 Alex Davis, 114 Tommy Rowlett, 84 Gordon Walker, 85 James Wells. The race time for 11 was 1 minute 14.71. The race time for race 11 was 1 minute 14.71. So that's 297, 114, 84 and 85, 1 minute 14.71. Race 10, sponsored by GNF Good Vibes and Filthy Bass. A win there for 41 Stuart Mears. In second place was 56 Richard Reed. In third place was number 26 James Theobald. In fourth place was number 46 John Yeldon. In fifth place was 47 Will Thirlby, and in sixth place was 45 James Peters. No other finishes and no time. Stopwatch failure. Race 10 again then, 41, 56, 26, 46, 47, 45. No time. Race 11, 297, 114, 84, 85. 1 minute 14.71. Over the page. Cracking on with it. Race 12, right-hand sidecars, leg 1. Sponsored by Ford Awards, the people who've supplied the trophies for this afternoon's meeting. Off we go then. The right-hand sidecars take to the track for the first time. 92, Paul Whitelam gets down to the first turn first. Colin Blackburn is right there in second place. First and second in this one. The man in third place is pushing hard. 92, 25. I think that was 80, Will Offin. It's a 5-horse race again, and Paul Whitelam certainly got a bit between his teeth. He's powering away from the opposition. Paul Whitelam and Alan Elliott holding a good line round that turn from Colin Blackburn and Carl Pugh in second place. The last lap flag's out already, and it's 92, Paul Whitelam. From Colin Blackburn, from Will Offin, from Richard Jenner. This is Ryan Stevens. Under the other flags there, I think they have a mishap here somewhere. But Colin Blackburn takes the win. Second place to Will Offin. Third place to Richard Jenner. Fourth place, I think he's lost the chain. Not sure, but bike certainly stopped there for Paul Whitelam on that last turn. They still saved a finish. Sponsored by Ford Awards. Sponsored by Ford Awards. Race 12. We had a win in the end for number 25, Colin Blackburn and Carl Pugh. In second place was number 80, that's Will Offin and Nicky Owen. In third place was 87, Richard Jenner and Roddy Sterling. In fourth place was number 92, Paul Whitelam and Alan Elliott. And in fifth place was number 18, Mick Stace and Ryan Stevens. No other finishers, and I'm afraid no time for that one either. Race 12. Win for 25, from 80, 87, 92 and 18, no time. Race 13, right-hand sidecar, sponsored by Trigger. I don't know which Trigger that is. Is it only Fallen Horses Trigger? Sponsored by Trigger. Thank you, Trigger. You've done well. We look for 16, Simon Heel and Roland Broomfield. We look for number 20, Tom Cossa and Rain Wickards. We go for 40, I think 48 was a non-starter. I read that out earlier. 76, Simon Beanie and Gareth Bannister. 29, Tom Cossa, right, done that. 184, the oldest team in the track. John Hiscock and Terry Manley, and 118 Paul Standing and Adam Coper-Smith. Here they come. Into the first turn they go then. And powering up the back straight. Tom Cotter it is that leads. Tom Cotter from Simon Beanie, from John Hiscock, from Simon Beanie. Tom Cotter and Wayne Rickards at half distance. Motor turning deep and grunting, then it's 16. John Hiscock and Terry Manley. Around the last turn then for the last time, there goes the checkered flag. I can't wait for the time, that was a fast one. Wayne Rickards from Simon Hill and Ronan Broomfield. 184, John Hiscock and Terry Manley. Simon Beanie and Gareth Bemister. I think that was 118 Paul Standing and Adam Coper-Smith bringing up the rear. And the right-handers coming in again to do battle. Well, thank you, Trigger, for sponsoring race 13. 13 is over and done, and it's win for 29, Tom Cotter and Wayne Rickards. In second place was number 16, Simon Heel and Roland Broomfield. In third place was 184, John Hiscock and Terry Manley. In fourth place was 76, Simon Beanie and Gareth Bemister. And in fifth place was 118, Paul Standing and Adam Coper-Smith. The winner's time, 1 minute 23.11 seconds. 1 minute 23.11. Race 14, right-hand sidecar, sponsored by Graham Marsh. Thank you, Graham Marsh. We have Mark Cotter, Carl Blythe, Gary Shearer, Sam Heath, Rob Wilson, Bradley Reynolds, Matthew Morona, Gareth Williams, George Penfold, Ryan Barker, and Ian the Amis, George the Amis. Son of Ian, grandson of Don, the late Don, who was the man on the mic while I was riding. I hope I've given the mic a safe berth for a few years since. All six go in this one. It's going to be a tough one. The revs are rising, the tapes are flying, and here we go. Down to the first turn. Who's going to get the whole shot? Mark Cotter gets by me first. Ian the Amis in second place. Tight stuff on the first turn as those chairs all bunch up and get close to one another. But Mark Cotter right there, they'll catch him now. Round it comes in. The multi-Masters champion, Mark Cotter and Carl Blythe. Followed by 8, Gary Shearer and Sam Heath. Already we seem to be at half distance. It's Mark Cotter from Gary Shearer, from Matthew Morona. Here they go on the last lap there. Mark Cotter seems to have got it absolutely sussed. And it's Gary Shearer, then it's Matthew Morona, and then it's Rob Wilson. And it's 183. There we have the flag out. This is the win for Mark Cotter and Carl Blythe. From Gary Shearer and Sam Heath. From Matthew Morona and Gareth Williams. From Rob Wilson and Bradley Reynolds. New passenger there for Rob Wilson. Followed by George Penfold, Ryan Barker, and Ian the Amis, George the Amis. Settling in well on their first ride. I think it's their first ride together. First time I've seen them out anyway. Another cracking race here at Frittenden, sponsored by Graham Marsh. Result for you in a moment. Well, well, well. I thought race 13 was fast, but you know what? That was faster. Race 14, right-hand sidecar, sponsored by Graham Marsh, was a win for number 37, Mark Cotter and Carl Blythe. In second place, it was number 8, Gary Shearer and Sam Heath. In third place, it was number 16. I think that was 15. 15. And that was Matt Fumarola and Gareth Williams. In fourth place was number 24. That was Rob Wilson and Bradley Reynolds. And in fifth place was 124, George Penfold and Ryan Barker. And in sixth place was 183, Ian Lee Amis and George Lee Amis. And the winner's time was 1 minute 21.70. From the top, 37, 8, 15, 24, 124 and 183, 1 minute 21.706. Upright solo, sponsored by Colin Engineering. Here they come. I think we've got right round to leg 2 now. Everybody's had one ride each. And it's 66, Stevie Green continuing his winning ways. From 68, Chris Mackett in second place. Stevie Green always goes well here at Frittenden, and he'll make the upright pass down the Frittenden Raceway. Like to see more of him, really. There we go then, across the line. Not for the win, but 66, Stevie Green. From 68, Chris Mackett. Fourth place was number 7. Nigel Coates. And here they come then. The last lap flag's out already. It's 66 Stevie Green with 1 lap to go. Signing up on the second place is Chris Mackett, just holding off a challenge from number 8 Reece Wilding. Then it's 45 Sean Bickley. Then it's 7 Nigel Coates. Then it's 48 Brian Cornelius. As the race continues, there's a big battle for second and third. What's going to happen on this the last turn? The win is cut and dry, done and dusted. 66, Stevie Green, but the other two here are right locked into battle. It's a tough one, but it's 68, Chris Mackett just gets over the line ahead of Reece Wilding. Then it's 45, Mr. Bickley. Then it's 7, Nigel Coates. And 48, Brian Cornelius. Here we go then. Upright solo, sponsored by Godden Engineering, race 15, a win for 66, Stevie Green, 2 on the trot. In second place was number 68, Chris Mackett. In third place was number 8, Reece Wilding. In fourth place was number 45, Sean Bickley. And in fifth place was number 7, Nigel Coates. And in sixth place was 48, Brian Cornelius. No other finishes. The winner's time was 1 minute 15.37 seconds. That's 66, 68, 8, 45, 7 and 48, 1 minute 15.37. Race 16, sponsored by Godden Engineering. It's the 500cc uprights, the other half of the riders in this event. We've got Paul Morby, Tim Mount, Bob Dolman, Dean Humphries, Jim Colonel, Eric Keys, Robbie Pilcher and Simon Garside. Here they come. Fast down into the first turn. It looks like Bob Dolman's got the advantage. Bob Dolman cracks the throttle on. He's gone a little wide for him, but he obviously likes that line now. So 16, Bob Dolman is the leads from Tim Kernock in second, from Tim Mount in third. Round they come. All steam ahead. Here in the upright pass of Frittenden. Again, Bob Dolman takes a slightly wider line, so perhaps he thinks there's more grip out there. It's 16, Bob Dolman, Tim Kernock, Robbie Pilcher. Then Tim Mount, then number 13, Paul Morphy. Well, I'm so used to being 55, I can't keep hanging this. Well, as the time goes on, trust me. Round they come then. Get the power on the ground, 16 Bob Dolman. Tim Kernock seems to be making a bit of ground as they start the last lap from 174, Robin Pilcher. Then Paul Morphy. Then Tim Mount. Simon Garside. Round the last turn for the last time then. Bob Dolman taking that wider line again, which is fast enough to take him across the line in first position with Tim Kernock only a few yards adrift. Then 174, Robin Pilcher. Then smoking like a trooper, we got 13, Paul Morphy. Then 111, Simon Garside. 17, Tim Mount. 42, Dean Humphries. And 147, Derek Keys. Official result for you in a moment. Race 16, sponsored by Godden Engineering. Race 16, sponsored by Godden Engineering. A win there for number 16, Bob Dolman. In second place was 726, Tim Kernock. In third place was 174, Robin Pilcher. And in fourth place was 13, Paul Morphy. In 5th place was 111, Simon Garside, and in 6th place was number 17, Tim Mount. In 7th place was 42, Dean Humphreys, and in 8th place was 147, Derek Keys. The winner's time was 1 minute 18.57. 1 minute 18.57. From the top, 16, 726, 174, 13, 111, 17, 42, 147, 1 minute 18.57 seconds. That one sponsored by Godden Engineering leads us to the 500cc sidecars, leg 2. We have 47, Tony Dart and Mark Hopkins. Let's hope they have a better ride this time. Chris Hay and Aaron Hay going well first time out. Jamie Kinnaird and Gary Coleman I think were non-starters last time. I don't know if they've got it ready for this time. 65, Natasha Bartlett and Curtis McElhinney. And number 3, Josh Goodwin and Liam Brown. And 77, Sean Hughes and Louis Bennett. It's going to be a cracker. Race 17 here at Frittenden. The 500 sidecars are underway. Looks like another good start for number 3, Josh and Liam Brown. Round they come then. Full steam ahead. Josh Goodwin and Liam Brown from 47. Tony Dart and Mark Hopkins. Hanging on in there. This one I believe is a round robin. Could be wrong, but I believe it is. And away they go. We've got 3, Josh Goodwin and Liam Brown, 47, Tony Dart and Mark Hopkins. More in this one. Right, and the 3rd place man is catching up with the 2nd place man. Oh, very fast in that corner. A bit of oversliding and tight on the corners. Josh Goodwin and Liam Brown on their last lap on 47. Tony Dart and Mark Hopkins. Checkered flag is out. We have a win for Josh Goodwin and Liam Brown, 2 from 2, and then 47. And then 263, Chris Hay and Aaron Hay in 3rd, and 65, Natasha Bartlett and Curtis McElhinney in 4th spot. Scoring valuable points, I can tell you. Official result in a moment. Very consistent on the times again. The race 17, 500cc sidecars. A win for number 3, Josh Goodwin and Liam Brown. In 2nd place is 47, Tony Dart and Mark Hopkins. In 3rd place was 263, Chris Hay and Aaron Hay. And in 4th place was 65, Natasha Bartlett and Curtis McElhinney. No other finishers. The winner's time was 1 minute 15.28 seconds. 1 minute 15.28 seconds. It's not a round robin, as if we've got 2 heats. My mistake. Anyway, we will carry on, regardless, into race 18, sponsored by Grasstrack Banter on Facebook. Sponsored by Grasstrack Banter on Facebook. The 500cc sidecars, race 18. Don't forget to give Grasser a visit this afternoon. And all the wonderful people here offering you their wares and the refreshments. And Mr. J. Luckhurst, who forgot his 500 jam, apparently. Russell, Dan Berwick, Josh Russell, Simon Beard and Ann Goodwin, Bill Rowlands and Tom Rowlands, Barry Bennett, Iphon Hughes, and James Hogg, Scott Goodwin. Another cracking lineup. Here at Frittenden, sponsored by Grasstrack Banter on Facebook. They're away. Hurtling down the first straight. Looks like Simon really got the advantage on the first turn. Ripped through the top of the line and made his way to the front, but somebody's powering around the outside there very, very, very fast. Somebody else is sneaking up on the inside. Dan Berwick on the inside, Simon Beard just holding the advantage. come. 4, Simon Beard and Goodwin leading this one from 68. Dan Berwick from 73. Which is James Hogg and Scott Goodwin. Fast up at Frittenden. We're looking sensibly spaced out, so it's 4, Simon Beard, 68, Dan Berwick, 73, James Hogg, number 7, Barry Bennett, 886, the Rodens boys, and 11, Chris Neame and Luke Russell. Going and the checkered flag is ready, and here they come. It's Simon Beard and Goodwin to take the win. Doing very well in second place, fast all day today, Dan Berwick and Josh Russell. Then 73, James Hogg and Scott Goodwin. Then Barry Bennett and Iphon Hughes. Then I managed to miss one. And Chris Neame, Luke Russell bringing up the rear. That must have been the Rodens boys that I missed. Official result again in a jiffy. They're on the pace. Not much difference in the times. They're on the pace. We have race 18, sponsored by Grasstrack Banter on Facebook. In first place we had number 4, Simon Beard and Goodwin. Another cracking ride there for them today, keeping our name up on the points. In second place was 68, Dan Berwick and Josh Russell. Again, some very good consistent riding here this afternoon. In third place, number 73, James Hogg and Scott Goodwin, making their way up. Soon be going to make their, maybe be a force to be reckoned with. And in fourth place was number 7, Barry Bennett and Iphon Hughes. In fifth place was 886, Phil and Tom Rowlands. And in sixth place was number 11, Chris Neame and Luke Russell. Winner's time, 1 minute 16.04, very respectable. From the top, 4, 68, 73, 7, 886 and 11, 1 minute 16.04. Now we got the 250cc, sponsored by Awesome Racing. Start there for somebody out of the middle of that pack. That's like Tim Green. He won the first one and it looks like he's well on his way to getting this one. Number 6, Tim Greg, beautiful inside line there. Ben Elsley in second. Then 127, James Hollingsby Pert. Mixture of 2 strokes and 4 strokes. You can hear the buzzing bumblebees, the Char out there somewhere. Round the cut. Race 19 is number 10, Tim Gregg, holding on to the advantage from Ben Elsley in a good second place. Then 127, Mr. Hollingsby Pert. Then 36, which is Lee Charles. And even a battle for the back there of the last 3 seems to be engaged in their own little battle, just like they usually are at the front. There's Tim Gregg having it all his own way. Tim Gregg on the last lap from Ben Elsley. Or J. Hollingsby Pert from Lee Charles. From number 3, whose name has escaped me at the moment, but I'm sure we'll get him by the end of the day. There goes 301, 74 and 23, still in their private battle. And the winner comes round to take the checkered flag, untroubled in that one. Number 10, Tim Gregg from 82, Ben Elsley. 127, Mr. John Hollingsby Pert. And then 36, Lee Charles. Followed by number 3. Followed by 78. Then we have number 27, and here come 23, 74 and 301, fighting very much to the finish. Race 19, sponsored by Awesome Racing. Sponsored by Awesome Racing, race 19 was a win for number 10, Tim Gregg. Second was 82, Ben Elsley. Third place was 127, John Hollingsby Pert. Fourth was 36, Lee Charles. Fifth was number 3. Number 3 was, of course, Lee Bassett. In sixth place was number 78. Oh, I can't find. Seventh was 88, Adam Jeffrey. Eighth was 27, Martin Hollingsby. Ninth was 23, Jake Gearing. 10th was 74. Oh, I can't trace. The 11th was 3:01, Ben Elsley, and 12th I think was number 11. The winner's time was 1 minute 22.55. And then I think 12. Sorry, there was no 12 finisher, that's my hearing. I thought somebody said 11. So there we are then. 10, 82, 127, 36, 3, 78, 88, 27, 23, 74 and 3:01, 1 minute 22.55. On the line now, 350cc solos are go. First turn, it's like Mark Giles has got a slender advantage and Dave Mears goes through the outside. Mark Giles comes across him and Dave Mears challenges on the inside, but it's Mark Giles from Dave Mears. From Lawrence Barber. From Mike Peters. Round they come then. 26 Mark Giles holding on to the advantage. Dave Mears trying to out-track craft him by coming up on the inside. Then it's Lawrence Barber, then it's Michael Peters, then it's 14. Steve Tideswell. Then Brian Cornelius. Round they come then. The last lap flag is out already, and it's a battle to the finish between Mark Giles and Dave Mears. Dave Mears sneaking right up on the inside, very tight inside line there, and he's gone past. Mark Giles now fights back as they enter into the last turn. We've got Michael Peters in third and Lawrence Barber in fourth. It's all happening on all sides of the track here. As Dave Mears goes a little wide, but Mark Giles has stopped. Mark Giles' bike has, or is it stopped? Well, I think he stopped. But anyway, he crosses the line in second place. So it's Dave Mears from Mark Giles, from Michael Peters, from Lawrence Barber, Brian Cornelius, Steve Tideswell, and I didn't quite catch who the last one over the line was. I think it was Barry Coates. Anyway, official result for you in a moment. Race 20. Race 20 to 350cc solos, we have a result. And the result is a win for number 19, Dave Mears. Second place, 26, Mark Giles. Third place to 37, Mike Peters. Fourth place was 67, Lawrence Barber. Fifth place was 48, Brian Cornelius. And sixth place was 14, Steve Tideswell. In seventh place was number 7, Barry Coates. The winner's time was 1 minute 15.33 seconds. From the top, 19, 26, 37, 67, 48, 14 and 7. No other finishes, 1 minute 15.33. Left-hand sidecar sponsored by the Kent Air Ambulance. Left-hand sidecar sponsored by the Kent Air Ambulance. We look for Tommy Penfold and William Naden, Tony Penfold and Carl Bell, Steve Saunders and Lynn Green, Will Penfold and Ricky Pay, Joe Butcher and Michael Chittenden, and Stephen North with Stephen North Jr. That's a good lineup. Let's hope that Steve Saunders and Lynn Green got their problems sorted out, that they can go in this one. Will Penfold, can he add another win to the one he scored earlier? We also got Tommy Penfold and William Naden, who are midfielding in that last one, and Tony Penfold, Carl Bell. And they can always go well. Joe Butcher and Michael Chittenden doing well earlier on today, and Stephen North with Stephen North Jr., a fairly new crew, giving it their damnedest and scoring points. So here we go, race 21, it's all open, sponsored by the Kent Air Ambulance. Red flag flies. Oh no, it's 215 again, unable to get the machine to start. That's Steve Saunders and Lynn Green. What a shame. It's 2 non-starts. That's racing. I bet it was going alright yesterday. All familiar with the trials and tribulations of Grasstrack racing. How about that? You're warming the bike up on a Saturday afternoon, just checking everything's all okay, and when you get to the meeting the next day, it don't start. All character building stuff, you know. On the line then. Wait to go. We're on. race. And the yellow outfit breaks out in the front. I think that's Will Penfold and William Naden. Indeed it is. Followed by 22 Will Penfold and Ricky Pay. Cut through on the first turn into second place. Then it's 93 Joe Butcher and Michael Chittenden. Look at the style coming. Oh, he's got a bit wide. Oh, it stopped. It stopped. Has he lost the chain? Yeah, the chain is hanging round the off the rear sprocket. What a shame after such a good start and such a cracking. It really looked the style was all there. It was set for the win, but the chain came off. I expect there'll be a mechanic pulling on his sword in the pits. Here they come then. We have the last lap flag for 22 Will Penfold and Ricky Pay. And 93 Joe Butcher and Michael Chittenden. With 25 Tony Penfold and Carl Bell. And 193 Steve North and Steve North Jr. Round they come then. There's the checkered flag for 22. Will Penfold and Ricky Pay. 2 rides, 2 wins. 93 Joe Butcher and Michael Chittenden from 25. Tony Penfold and Carl Bell. And 193 Stephen North and Stephen North Jr. Well, they seem to be going very well on the 5th lap, but a little bit of a whoopsie there on that last one, but cutting their teeth, they'll soon be up with the rest of them, don't you worry. Left-hand sidecar, sponsored by the Kent Air Ambulance, a win for 22, Will Penfold and Ricky Pay. In second place was number 93, Joe Butcher and Michael Chittenden. In third place was number 25, Tony Penfold and Carl Bell. And in fourth place was 193, Stephen North and Stephen North Jr. No other finishers. The winner's time was 1 minute 23.83. From the top, 22, 93, 25, 193. No others, 1 minute 23.83 seconds. We go to the left-hand side cars again. Romney, Carl Fish going well earlier on. Tom Penfold, I believe, is a non-starter. Chris Berwick was out earlier, so he should be good to go. 125, Billy Penfold and Dan Woodbridge. Alex Bowman and Mark Hopkins, and Martin Cuff, Colin Clark. Race 22, on the line now. Off the line they go then. Looks like Martin Cuff and Colin Clark have actually got away first. Heading more towards the first turn. That's good when they've got a few cc's less than most of the rest of them. So, Colin Clark and Martin Cuff continuing their winning ways here this afternoon. 125, Billy Penfold and Dan Woodbridge move up to second. Alex Bowman and Mark Hopkins drop down to third. Bringing up the rear is 18. Round they come then. Flat out and going for it. 128, Martin Cuff and Colin Clark. Oh, Alex Bowman's a little bit, Erwin Bowman rather, a little bit wide. It's Alex Bowman, isn't it? Alex Bowman driving. Alex was the passenger, now he's the driver. He's a little wide line there. But you've got it all back under control, and everything's happening here at Frittenden. 128, Martin Cuff and Colin Clark take the last lap flag from 125. Billy Penfold and Dan Woodbridge. Then it's 68, Chris Berwick and another. Then it's 7, Alex Bowman, Mark Hopkins, number 18, 41 in the programme, Rob Heath and Carl Fish have retired. The winner, Martin Cuff and Colin Clark. Second place, 125, Billy Penfold and Dan Woodbridge. Then it's 68, Chris Berwick and another. And number 7, Alex Bowman and Mark Hopkins. Left-hand side cars, race 22. A win for number 128, Martin Cuff and Colin Clark. In second place was number 125, Billy Penfold and Dan Woodbridge. In third place was number 68, Chris Berwick and A Another. And in fourth place was number 7, Alex Bowman and Mark Hopkins. No other finishers. The winner's time was 1 minute 25.14 seconds. From the top, 128, 125, 68 and 7, 1 minute 25.14. Off we go again then, 500cc solo, sponsored by Godden Engineering. Right, Dave Mears, flat out into the first turn, he's away. He'll take some catching now, I can tell you. 19, Dave Mears leads. 56, Richard Reed in second place. Then 47, Will Penfold. Then James Wells. Fast and furious stuff. Here comes Dave Mears. He's got the wheels on the ground. He's got the power. Driving him up the straight. It's 19, Dave Mears. From 56, Richard Reed. From 47, Will Penfold. Then it's 5, Dan Broad. 85, James Wells. And the last lap flag is out for Dave Mears. Going extremely well. 56, Richard Reed. 47, Will Penfold. 5, Dan Broad. 65, James Wells. All happening here this afternoon at Frittenden. Dave Mears throws the throttle and peruses home for the finish, saving the motor. There we are. A win for Dave Mears. Second place to Richard Reed. Third place to 47, Will Penfold. And number 5, Dan Broughton. And 65, James Wells. 500cc solo, sponsored by Godden Engineering. A win there for number 19, Dave Mears. Second place, 56, Richard Reed. Third place, 47, Will Penfold. Fourth place, number 5, Dan Broughton. And in fifth place, 85, James Wells. No other finishers. The winner's time was 1 minute 16.66. From the top, 47, 5 and 85. All 500cc solos, sponsored by George and Mark Hodgson. Thank you, George and Mark. Here they come. 4 runners in this one, and Martin Sturgeon is leading the pack. Martin Sturgeon from 41, Stuart Mears. Fast up. It just seems to be making up a few yards on Martin Sturgeon. Let's see what happens as the race unfolds. 15. Mark Giles, 41. Stuart Mears, 26. James Theobald. Yes, I think that Stuart Mears is slowly catching Martin Sturgeon, and he's come through on the inside. Side by side into the next turn. Martin Sturgeon seems to have the advantage, but the inside line is with Stuart Mears. Stuart Mears has powered into the front down the back straight. Can he hold off the challenge? It's all tight stuff on the front line now. Round they come, a very, very beautiful inside tight line there from 41, Stuart Mears, and the checkered flag goes, and it's all Stuart Mears from Martin Sturgeon in second place, who I think probably fell into a bit of a false sense of security on that third lap and didn't realise all of a sudden what was going to happen. But there you are, another cracking race here at Frittenden, sponsored by George and Mark Hodgson. Now that is some fast stuff. Now that has put the cat amongst the pigeons, although of course Dave Mears did slow up on his last lap. The young pretender going to catch the old man out in the final. We'll wait and see. Race 24, sponsored by George and Mark Hodgson. The win went to 41, Stuart Mears. There's a brilliant ride in there. In second place, it was number 15, Martin Sturgeon. In third place, it was number 26, James Theobald. And in fourth place, it was 114, Tommy Robles. No other finishers. The winner's time was 1 minute 14.47 seconds. 1 minute 14.47. Now we're on to race 25, more 500cc solos. Let's see what it's all. A big wheelie away there. What a lovely start that was. Putting the power to the ground, it is of course 297. Alex Davis. From 46, John Yeldon. From 45, James Peters. From 84, Gordon Walker. They're all going well. Beautiful dust-free circuit at the moment. 297, Alex Davis. From 46, John Yeldon. 45, James Peters. 84, Gordon Walker. And number 16, Guy Pacey. 297, Alex Davis. On the last lap. Almost a full straight ahead of John Yeldon, who has a time to pull the wheelie past the commentary box. Then it's 45, James Peters. 84, Gordon Walker. 16, Guy Pacey. The checkered flag is out. Here comes the winner. 2 rides, 2 wins, 297, Alex Davies. In second place we have 46, John Yeldon. Followed by 45, James Peters. 84, Gordon Walker. And 16, Guy Pacey. Official result in just a moment. Race 25. A win. A cracking and very fast win for number 297, Alex Davies. In second place, number 46, John Yeldon. In third place, number 45, James Peters. In fourth place, number 84, Gordon Walker. And in fifth place, number 16, Guy Pacey. No other finishers. The winner's time was 1 minute 12.46 seconds. 1 minute 12.46 seconds. There we are. We're cracking on with it. Race 26 over the page. It's right-hand sidecars. Sponsored by the Kent Air Ambulance. George Penfold and Brian Barker. Simon Hill, Roland Broomfield. Paul Whitelam, Alan Elliott. Ian Leamis, George Leamis. Richard Jenner, Roddy Sterling, and Tom Cossa, Wayne Rickards. Wow. I've seen finals over the years that didn't have as much talent in them as this one has. This is going to be a cracker. So the boys make their way to the line. cc right-hand sidecar, sponsored by the Kent Air Ambulance. This is going to be a good one. Paul White and Alan Elliott will be hungry for some points after the disappointing first ride. Tom Costa and Wayne Rickards will be on a high after their fantastic first ride. I think we're going to have some action here. All six go, understarted orders and away. Down they come. Paul Whitelam gets away first. It's Paul Whitelam into the first turn first. Ian Leamis is in there in second. He's dropped down to third. Tom Costa, I believe, has gone up in second. And Alan Elliott. Round they come then. On the pitch turn, it's fast up here. Paul Whitelam's gone a bit wide. He's opened the door, but Tom Costa unable to make full use of that. And he's winding that motor up, and he's looking pretty much on the back wheel of Paul Whitelam to come out of that turn. Paul Whitelam decided to tighten the line up this time. Tom Costa is in second place and challenging. Then we've got 1, 2, 4 George Penfold and Richard Jenner. On the front line, though, it's still Tom Costa is right in there and pushing his front wheel up alongside. It's going to be tight stuff. 1 lap to go. 92. Paul Whitelam and Alan Elliott from Tom Costa and Wayne Rickards. From Jim Penfold and the Bristol Bucket. Round the last turn they come in and he's done, he's got through there. There we go, the checkered flag. Tom Costa takes it from Paul Whitelam and Alan Elliott in second. Then 1, 2, 4, Jim Penfold. A cracking ride from Jim when you think about it. I don't think he's been on a right-hander for 30 years. I could be corrected. Oh, what a ride. Oh I'm not going to say too much, but I'm 62 and I know he's older than me. I don't know how old Jim is, but that was a cracking result for Jim Penfold. Right-hand sidecar sponsored by Kent Air Ambulance, and what a cracking race. And what a win, and what a way to win it. In first place, number 29, Tom Cosser and Wayne Rickards. In second place was number 92, Paul Whiteman and Alan Elliott. In third place was 124, George Penfold, not Jim, George, sorry, got carried away. George Penfold, he's younger than me, and Ryan Barker. And in fourth place was 87, Richard Jenner and Roddy Sterling, and in fifth place was 183, Ian Lee Amers and George Lee Amers. Winner's time, 1 minute 23.41. Sorry, George, I don't mean to make an old man of you too soon. Right-hand side cars then. Oh, Jim's in race 28, that's it. Sponsored by Trigger. Del Boy and Rodders will be round in a minute. Sponsored by Trigger. Right-hand sidecars, featuring Matthew Moroder and Gareth Williams, John Hiscock and Terry Madley, Will Offin and Nicky Owen, Rob Wilson and Bradley Reynolds, Rod Winterburn, Billy Winterburn, Colin Blackburn, Carl Pugh. It's going to be a good one. Cracking line up here in the right-hand sidecars. I think we're in for a treat.
Have you got your stuff buddy here? No, but you have to sit here.
Here we come then. The right-hand sidecars. Bob Wilson with Bradley Reynolds today. I'm told that his regular passenger has hurt his back, and Terry Saunders will be back later in the season. Here they come then. Race 27, sponsored by Trigger. 25, Colin Blackburn and Carl Pugh get to the first turn. Oh, there's a big bump there. And they get to the first turn first. They power out of that. Don't miss that bump next time round. Here they come then. Colin Blackburn and Carl Pugh from Will Offin and Nicky Owen, from Matthew Moroder and Gareth Williams, from Rob Wilson. Oh, Rob Wilson sneaking through. From fourth to thirdly, losing on his tight stuff. Matthew Moroder's trying to get around the outside of all of them. Here they come then. 25, Colin Blackburn at half distance from Will Offin, from Rob Wilson and Matthew Moroder again in here. Round they come. We have 25, Colin Blackburn and Carl Pugh on their last lap. From Rob Wilson and Bradley Reynolds, who have made it up into second place. Also, who's come up the inside? Nicky Owen's trying to come back. Not quite managing it. Here they come then, round the last turn. There's the checkered flag. 25, Colin Blackburn and Carl Pugh. From Rob Wilson and Bradley Reynolds. From Will Offin, Nicky Owen, Matthew Moroder and Gareth Williams, and 184, John Hiscock and Terry Madley. Well, another cracking race. The Battle of Britain, Frittenden. Right-hand sidecar, sponsored by Trigger. In first place was number 25, Colin Blackburn and Carl Pugh. In second place was 24, Rob Wilson and Bradley Reynolds. In third place was number 80, Will Offin and Nicky Owen. In fourth place was number 15, Matthew Moroder and Gareth Williams. And in fifth place was 184, John Hiscock and Terry Madley. The winner's time, 1 minute 23.89. From the top, 25, 24, 80, 15, 184, 1 minute 23.89 seconds. Right-hand sidecars, sponsored by Lee Ray. Well done, Lee. A gentlemanly gesture from a gentleman, Lee Ray. We have Mick Stace and Ryan Stevens. We have Simon Beanie and Gareth Bemister. We have Mark Cosser and Carl Blythe. We have Paul Standing and Adam Cowper-Smith. We have Jim Penfold and Chris Hawkins and Gary Shearer, Sam Heath. Oh, Jim's got something to live up to now. I don't know what I said about him in the first race. Let's see how they go. Right-hand sidecars, race 28, sponsored by Lee Ray. Advert there for Mick Cave, MRL Grab and Tip Limited, four-wheeler for all aggregates. MRL Grab and Tip, our established grab hire and muck away company, operating across Sussex. There you go, Mick Cave. Here we come. Sidecars again, and Mark Cossa again leads into the first turn with Gary Shearer in hot pursuit in second place. And then Simon Beatty with Gary. Adam Cowper-Smith bringing up the rear. 37. Mark Cossa. Carl Blythe. Round they come. 37. Mark Cossa leading it. Gary Shearer in second. Simon Beatty in third. Bringing up the rear. No Jim Penfold on right. Round they come. 37. Mark Cossa, Carl Blythe. From H. Gary Shearer. Sam Heath. 76. Simon Beatty. 118. Paul Standing and Adam Cowper-Smith. There's the checkered flag, we're done and dusted again, 2 rides and 2 wins for Master Champion. Mark Cossa and Carl Blythe. Gary Shearer, Sam Heath in second, with Simon Beatty and Gareth Bemister, and 118 Paul Standing and Adam Cowper-Smith. The official result in a moment. Right-hand sidecars, sponsored by Lee Ray. A win for number 37, Mark Cossa and Carl Blythe. In second place, it was number 8, Gary Shearer and Sam Heath. In third place was 76, Simon Beatty and Gareth Bemister. In fourth place was 118, Paul Standing and Adam Cowper-Smith. No other finishers. The winner's time, 1 minute 20.80 seconds. From the top, 37, 8, 76 and 118, 1 minute 20.80. Moving on, upright solos. For leg 3. So everybody's had 2 rides. Here we come with the third ride.